Hi everyone, it's Monday, that means Monday night duels here on the Duelist. Today we have an Izzet Burn deck to show off to you all. Let's jump in and have a butcher. So, at a 1 costing we're playing Molten Vortex, which is an enchantment. We play a red, discard a land card. Molten Vortex does 2 damage to target creature or player. Really good at closing out those close games. Playing 1 Fall of the Titans, which is a double red, a red and double X instant that deals X damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and or players. The double X in this cast cost means that we have to pay twice as much mana to get half as much back. So it works on increments of 2 to get half that amount back. But if we have Surge, which means that if either ourselves or one of our teammates cast another spell this turn, we can pay for a lot less. We can pay for a red and an X instead, so it's pretty cool. Good in this deck because we play a lot of cheat spells, so we can always play this for its surge cost most of the time. Moving on to Lightning Axe, which is an instant. As an additional cost to cast Lightning Axe, we have to discard a card or pay 5 mana, and it does 5 damage to a creature. It does with a lot of the early to mid-range sort of stuff that you see. It's really efficient at dealing with our threats. Playing 2 Fiery Impulse, which is an instant that does 2 damage to a creature. It has Spell Mastery, which means that if there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in our graveyard, Fiery Impulse will do 3 damage to that creature instead. So most of the time, because this deck plays lots of instants and sorceries, this card's going to be doing 3 damage, so it's pretty sweet. Playing 1 Jace Vryn's Prodigy, which is a 0/2 legendary creature. We can tap him, draw a card, then discard a card. And if there are 5 or more cards in our graveyard, we exile Jace Vryn's Prodigy, then return to the battlefield transformed as Jace Telepath Unbound. He's a Planeswalker with 5 loyalty. We can gain a loyalty, and up to 1 creature gets -2, -0 until our next turn. We can lose 3 loyalty to cast an instant or sorcery card from our graveyard this turn, and if it would be put back in the graveyard, we get to exile instead. And then we can lose 9 loyalty, and we get an emblem with whenever we cast a spell, target opponent puts the top 5 cards of his library into his graveyard. Playing 2 Finger Knights, which is a 0/4 defender. Defender means that it can't attack. So Finger Knights enters the battlefield with 4 ice counters on it, and whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, we remove an ice counter from Finger Knights. And then when it has no ice counters on it, we transform it into Awoken Horror, which is a 7/8. When this creature transforms into this creature, return all non-horror creatures into their owner's hands. So it's pretty good at sweeping loads of stuff and hitting for 7. Awesome. Playing 3 Storm Chaser Mage, which is 2 casting, 1/3 flying with haste. So flying pretty much speaks for itself. It flies, can only block certain creatures that can block flying. Haste means it can attack straight away. And it has prowess, which means that whenever we cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end turn. So it's really efficient in this deck to play a lot of instants and sorceries and enchantments, so in Planeswalkers, so it's really good. And in this deck you can get a lot of use. Moving on to 3 Twin Bolt, which is an instant. Twin Bolt does 2 damage divided as we choose among 1 or 2 target creatures and or players. Playing a Singleton of Rolling Thunder, which is a double red and X sorcery card that does X damage divided as among any number of target creatures and or players. Really good at closing out those late games. We're playing a Singleton of Chandra Fire of Kaldash, which is a 3 casting legendary creature. Whenever we cast a red spell, we can untap Chandra, and then we can tap Chandra to do 1 damage to target creature to player. And if we dealt 3 or more damage this way, we get to exile and transform it into Chandra Roaring Flame. She's a Planeswalker with 4 loyalty. Gain loyalty. Chandra does 2 damage to target creature to target player. Lose 2 loyalty. Chandra will do 2 damage to target creature, and -7 loyalty, and Chandra will do 6 damage to each opponent. Each player damaged this way will get an emblem with at the beginning of your keep. This emblem does 3 damage to you. Playing 2 Jory and Ruin Diver, which is a 3 casting legendary creature, which says that whenever we cast our 2nd spell in each turn, we draw a card. Very good in this deck. Very good efficient draw engine because we play a lot of 2 spells a turn. We're playing 2 Feathered Visions, which is a 3 casting enchantment. At the beginning of each player's end step, that player draws a card. If the player is our opponent and has 4 or more cards in their hand, this card does 2 damage to him or her. Really good early game, really good. Shocking your opponent every turn is very efficient in this sort of format. Playing 4 Catalog, which is an instant that draws 2 cards and then discards that. Pretty straightforward. Playing 2 Geist Blast, which is an instant that does 2 damage to target creature or player. When it's in our graveyard, we can pay 2 colorless and a blue mana to exile it from our graveyard. We get to copy target instant or sorcery spell, and we may choose new targets for the copy. So it's really good at doubling up our spells. Really sweet. We're playing 4 Fiery Temper, which is a 3 casting instant that does 3 damage to target creature or player. We can pay it for its minus cost, which is a red, so pay for its minus cost. If we would discard the card, we discard it into exile. When we do, we cast it for its minus cost to put or put it into the graveyard, so it's pretty good. Paying 2 Exquisite Firecraft, which is a free casting sorcery. It does 4 damage to target creature or player, and it has spell mastery, which when it does have spell mastery, it means it can't be countered by spells or abilities. Really good at ending the game. Playing 1 Acume Firebird, which is a full casting 3/3 flying with haste. It must attack each turn if able. It has landfall, which means that whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control, we may pay 6 mana. If we do, we can return Acume Firebird from a graveyard to the battlefield. And playing 1 Chandra Flamecaller, which is a 6 casting Planeswalker with 4 loyalty. We can gain 1 to put 2 3/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield, and then we get to exile them at the beginning of the next end step. We can -0 to discard all cards in our hand and draw that many cards +1, and then -X to have Chandra do X damage to each creature. So lands this time are going to be 6 islands, 9 mountains, 2 Wandering Ephemeral, which enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap for a blue or red. Pay 4 mana, and then until end turn, Wandering Ephemeral becomes a 1/4 blue and red elemental creature with pay 0, switch this creature's passiveness until end of turn, and it's still a land. Pretty awesome. Playing 2 Sulphur Falls, which enters the battlefield tapped unless we control a mountain or an island, and taps for a blue or red. Playing 2 Blighted Gorge, which can tap for a colorless, or we can pay 4 colorless and a red to sacrifice this card to have it do 2 damage to target creature or player. Really good at closing out games. And finally, we're playing 4 Highland Lake. Okay, game 1 is against Iglix. Let's see what this matchup's going to do. This starting hand is not the best. We're going to mulligan this away. This is a bit better a starting hand. It's not the best, but it's better than what we previously had. So we're playing second. We'll see what our opponent's doing. Plays an Evolving Wilds. Does he crack it? No, he doesn't. Oh yes, he does. And we will see what he goes for. So we get a read. So he plays a green, goes for a green mana. Very cool. So we'll play a Wandering Ephemeral and pass the turn. He plays a Mountain and then Sylvan Ranger. So I'm wondering what kind of deck he could be running here. Let's see what he goes for the Sylvan Ranger here. He goes for a Mountain. So I'm guessing he's Gruul. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We can do a Gruul. We'll play a Mountain, pass the turn back. No need to do anything else at this present moment in time. We're absolutely fine. He's going to come in for 1, so we're going to take the 1 on the chin and probably play our Feathered Visions on our turn and start racing the damage, I think. Okay, so that's fine. Yep, we'll definitely go for the Feathered Visions. That will help this nice early game status that we're in. Draw a card, and we draw a Mountain, and pass it over to our opponent, and just hope it doesn't get rid of the enchantment. And we're hoping that we can get at least 2 damage out of him every sort of turn. So he comes in for 1 again. So we're okay. We're okay. We're gonna be even for the damage race here. On the end of his turn, we'll be even. Oh, another one, another elemental bond. Very interesting. Okay. Don't really need to cast anything. Really tempted to just drop Jorian or even Jace here. I think Jorian's probably going to be the better play, and then we'll play a island just to keep the land base even between the two. And we'll draw a card again. So we're not really under any pressure from that 1/1 at all. No pressure being applied whatsoever at the moment. So next time we can definitely draw at least a card off the Jorian. So he's attacking here for 1. This is a suspicious attack. So we will just take the 1. We're not worried about going to 17 here because we will be in front of the damage race. Because we're taking him down to 16 on the end of his turn. If he doesn't play a blocker, we can get in for a bit of damage with Jorian as well. So okay. There's 1 to it, and then he has to do firing impulse. So he did have a trick. I did think there was going to be some sort of a trick. So that's pretty okay. We'll play Jace. And play Jace. So no need to play the second spell. So we will just play a normal mountain here and pass the turn over because we don't have Jorian, but we will draw a card, which is going to be Storm Chaser Mage. So that's pretty good. That's exactly what we want to be drawing right at that time. So, let's see. Oh, okay. Nice, getting rid of that card. That's always fun. And then we will Ice Blast this one. And then we'll come in for some serious damage with the Storm Chaser Mage, I think. So he takes 2 off that. We'll play a land, play the Storm Chaser Mage. We will do him 4 to the face. Attack for a total of 6. Now, so swing in, hit you for 6 damage in total. And then we will draw a card. That's nice, we've got the Q5 bird. So we've got a good couple of plays on our next turn. We can go for a double twin bolt and we can cast a fiery impulse to keep us in head. He's on 8 life. Yeah, that 5-3 does not threaten me whatsoever. I am not. Oh, 7-4, okay. Well, 7-4. Yeah, whatever. I'm not really threatened by that, and he's left the game, but we will carry on playing because there's no need for us to leave the game just yet. We will be winning on our next turn. We're dealing in 2 from that, put him on 6, and we will just finish this game. We'll go for Twin Bolt to the face, Twin Bolt to the face, and Twin Bolt to the face, and we didn't even have to attack and just kill him with 3 Twin Bolts, which will outright kill him, and that will be game 1 for you guys. Want to win? Oh yes! What a win! Nice. Bye bye, Iglix. See you later. So game 2 is against Matanos. Okay, so let's have a look at this hand. This hand looks pretty okay. We're keeping this hand. I'm liking the way this hand is playing out. We will play the Highland Lake and pass the turn. And he plays an Evolving Wild and sacks it. To go and find. a forest. Okay, so we will play our mountain. We got no other play here, but just play the mountain and pass the turn. Next turn we should be getting our catalog in there. Let's not plays anything too threatening, but I don't think he's going to play anything too threatening on turn 1 or turn 2. So another 7 ranger. A lot of these decks seem very similar, so let's have a look what he's going for here. Okay, red, and he's going for Gruul as well. Okay, we just played a Gruul deck, and we're playing what seems to be the second Gruul deck. Okay, well, we're not bothered about that. We shall just pass the turn, and we will probably catalog at the end of his turn. And let's see what we have to discard. And we're in for 1. Okay. And we'll go for a catalog. And we will discard a Geist Blast in this position. That seemed like a quite a nice play. Might just play a land and Exquisite Firecraft for 4. No. Play Highland Lake, pass the turn, and we'll get the other Geist Blast in the graveyard as well. Probably kill his creature, or we'll deal 2 to his face, depending on what he plays here. Nothing of yet. He is up to 5 mana there. Ooh, that's a big 6/6. Okay. That's a big 6/6. I don't think you can deal with it right now. Don't think I can. Pretty sure I can't. No, I can't. That's a shame. We're gonna get taken down for 6 and probably die their next turn. Because we will be face down with a 12/12. I don't think we can do enough damage to possibly outpace him. Don't think we can. And we'll go for 2 to your face. We'll go for 1 to the creature. So we take 6, go to 12. And then next turn we are dead. Because I can't think of anything. Because we would have to chunk block every turn to get to a position where we could deal with that. So let's have a look. We draw Feather Visions, which is, that's kind of cool, but it's not going to save us. It's not going to save us. This is not our game, so we're going to just take our damage and lose here. I'm going to take our damage like a man, and we're going to lose. So game 2, we are at 1-1. I mean, there's nothing else you need to play here. It's literally attack me for 18, good night, because there's nothing else I can do. Okay, good game, good game, good game. Nice. So we lose that round. Okay, let's get on to game 3 then. Okay, so this hand, we're playing first. We're gonna keep it. Let's do this. Let's be confident. This is gonna turn out well. I've got a good feeling. I've got a good feeling. Really good feeling. Okay, he plays a 2/1. So we will get in there with our Storm Chaser Mage. Get in there for some damage. Nice and early. we're hoping to draw a land. If we draw a mountain, we're pretty good. Draw a fours are pretty good. Draw anything that is red, we're pretty in a good position. But we shall see. Ghost cancel. Ooh, yeah, it's not looking good. We might need to kill that 2-1. We can't have his creatures getting bigger. Certainly can't have that. But let's see if we draw. Hopefully we'll draw something. We do. We draw a mountain. That's pretty much on point what we wanted to draw in that position. Now we could kill both his creatures by that and that. Or we could burn him to the face, or we could just kill the 2-1. I think what the play is going to be is attack, and we will kill the 2-1 and hit him for 2. So he's hit for 2. Ooh, hello. Oh, that's not good. Might have to just sweep his side of the board, I think, maybe. Let's see if we draw a land again. This would be good if we draw. Oh, that was not the land we wanted to draw. Don't really want him having life gain, so I think what we're going to go for is we're going to kill that. We're going to discard a card. We're going to discard Fiery Temper. We're obviously going to cast that as well. And we'll do that to your face. And then we will attack for 3 as well. Once we played our Highland Lake. So we take him down to 13. So we're ahead in the damage race. Okay. So that's the 3/3 that gets a guy every turn, I think, or something like that, I think. Is what? Untapped. Is it untapped? I thought it was untapped. It's tapped. I'm not sure. If it is, equipped transformer. Okay, has to be equipped to do that. We're gonna come in for 2 anyhow. I'm really tempted to play Finger Ice here, and maybe just do 1 damage to the 2/1. So I think that's going to be the play. I think that's going to be the play. 1 damage to this guy here. And that will make that a 2/4. And then we will attack for 2, putting him on 11. And then we shall see what he wants to do next turn. Ooh, Declaration in Stone. Guessing the 1/3 is going. Yep, thought as much. 0/4 is going to stay. And Gasp with a Hieromancer, which will basically mean that we'll get flipped over. So now, no, because it's not equipped, it's enchanted. So now he can tap my creature. So we can't block, we're taking 4 damage. That's fine. We will play a land. That's the turn. And obviously we will use the clue. So that's an equipment. We'll sacrifice on that. See what we can draw. We'll draw a Fiery Temper. That is just really unfortunate that couldn't get it to use that in that position. He's going to tap this. We're going to obviously catalog. Let's see what 2 cards we draw and what card I can discard. We're obviously going to discard the islands. I think we can kill this creature. Pretty sure we can kill this creature. We fiery temper it and we impulse it and we can flip it. Actually, we could actually just flip the creature. Thinking about it. Ah man, see, this is why they need to fix this patch. They need to fix this. Okay. So what we can do? Let me think. I'm not dead next turn because that will only be a 5/5. Oh, okay, that's an 8/6. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll pass the turn, and we will wait for him to try and equip, and then we shall, in response, it fiery impulse and Geist Blast it. So we'll fire impulse it first of all, and then we will Geist Blast it for second of all. And now what will happen is this creature will flip over. It will pounce the creature back to his hand, which will tempo him. Yeah, cast the creature again. Oh, okay, plays a 1/1. Okay, playing a blocker, but it's not really a blocker because you're going to be taking 7. Well, he's going to probably block here, but that's what we want. We'll come in for 7 actually. Come for 7. See if he wants to block. Doesn't want to block. Okay, cool. Cool beans, cool beans. So he's on 4. What does he think? Does he think he can outrace me? We're on 6. I can't see how you can outrace me. Okay. Yeah, sure. Has vigilance. That's fine. Because I think you're dead anyhow on my turn. I flashback, Geist Blast, and do Fire Temper both to both your faces. Yeah, that's what we do. We will play Fire Temper to the face, and then we'll stop the timer. And we'll use Geist Blast to copy it to do 3 damage to your face, so we win. See you later. No point in quitting. Alrighty, goodbye, and it's a 2-1 victory for the deck. Okay guys, I really enjoyed playing Izzet Burn. It was a really interesting deck. Really enjoyed playing that. Happy with the 2-1 victory that I got. If you like this stuff, please comment, like, subscribe, share on your favourite YouTube, social media sites, and I will see you guys on Friday for Friday Night Duels. See you then. Bye.